this. Ready on here, receiving my content. Lord help me here. I'm doing a short test on Streamlabs mobile. Let's see, yeah, it's coming through to the other side now. I see myself, I don't know what the hell the bars are doing on there. Let me see something. Hey Pam, how are you doing? Let me just fix this thing for a minute. I'm messing around. How you doing, sweetheart? I'm just checking. I'm on my cell phone. And let me get this removed off here. The chat box. Oh, I gotta set these things up. Let's see if that disappeared. How you doing? Okay, that's good. That thing's right in my grill, baby. Good morning to all of you. Let me see if I can make this disappear on my preview editor. Stream chat box. Let's see. All right, there we go. Should take it off of that. Both of that. Let me see if I can get to the. Yeah, we'll see if I sorted the Nazi out. You can see it's my thumbnail. This is, hey Sean, how you doing? Nathan, how you doing, sweetie? If I missed anybody, apologize. Allison, Beverly, I'm working 2 devices at one time here. Let's see. Yeah, this crap's still showing on my screen, but as long as it's not showing on your side, it's okay. I'll be doing various stream testing today, so just to make sure that things are working okay. Let's split that up a little bit. Got my stand. Susie, how you doing? Sorry if I miss anybody. Let me take this off of here. Editor, chat box. Let's see. Yeah, it's supposed to be hidden. All that shit's supposed to be. Let me see. Here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I think it's the stream quality is pretty good because I'm using my mobile. I've got to be ready. I may be out on the road this afternoon. I haven't decided yet. Jen, how you doing, sweetheart? Just testing this out. I've had this for a while. Let's see. How you doing, Jay Money? What's up? I don't go to Chad's chats, Carlos. I went one time to his chat just to see what the guy was about. I immediately ascertained that he does his thing and I do mine. I got a fro. Let's see. I'm just testing this out. How's it look? Let's see if we add the. I'm doing this all on my phone right now, so I gotta be able to go mobile here. Let's see if I can get the chat box to show up on the screen. There we go. I think I can get that to reappear. Let's see if that works. So you guys bear with me a minute. There we go. Okay. Let me see if that reappears back there. Let's see. Nice to see you, Jen. I don't know. Man, this thing is weird. We'll see if the chat bot appears. That'll be very interesting. Thank you, Bev. This little bastard pops out of nowhere all of a sudden on the chat. Let's see. I'm supposed to push that. Oh, thank you, Bev. Thank you. Let me flip that around there. While I'm doing this, this shit's very distracting. Let's see, editor. See my base. You can see I put all this in. You can see all the videos of doing all of this work. Joe Smith, how are you, sweetie? Let me get back to this editor. Let's see if I can. That might come back on the stream. Hey, Kenko, nice to see you. Want to make sure I can go mobile, okay? Okay, so it looks like I can keep this thing off of the screen. The chat box. Let's see. Showing on preview. I gotta move this chat box out of the way. It's blocking. Okay, let's see if that shows up. Oh, you see the chat now? You don't? Okay, well I can always see the side chat on the YouTube side. I'm just seeing if it appears on there. This is a pain in the butt. I know this is not my usual. Should be showing on the screen there. It's appearing. Okay. All right. Let's see this. Jen's gonna test the tip thing later to see if that's working. Oh yeah, well I did. I put a lot of my heart and soul. You can see the my 5-year journey of doing this whole place. So let's see. Showing on. I don't need it showing on the stream. Hide that on the stream. How you doing, Andrew Scott? Thank you. I love green. The green blends very well with the outside. So let's see. That's supposed to lock it in. Okay, I think that's turned off on the side chat now. So I think we're all good to go. Yeah, the reason I like this is if you look out here. Oh, that shit's showing up on the screen again. There it is. Man, what a pain. Let me fix this chat box. Showing hidden. Showing on preview. That should save that. Alright, that should remove that. Juice, what's going on, Juice? Hey, yeah, I picked this green because it's a very relaxing color. And when you come in the front door here... Hello, George. How are you doing today, huh? There's the Missy's mucking around with the mailbox out there. When you come in the door, your vision is pulled to the very back of the place. The light green is very soothing. This is another one of my travel posters here. I love very vibrant colors. Love very vibrant colors here. And I carried that theme throughout the whole kitchen, doing the remodel in here. Everything. Okay, let me just make sure this chat's showing on my stream still. Let me see, editor, chat box. Should turn that off. You gotta hit that little thing. My phone is a little cracked here. All right, there we go. I don't know if Nightbot thing's still showing on my stream. I don't know if it's showing on yours. Chat box. Let's try that. See, my phone has a little bit of a smash on it, so. Oh, on your Instagram. Okay, honey, you got your Instagram. Oh, you got mine, but it's like in black, huh? Yeah, it's a nice LG unit there. Thank you, Nathan. And I've cooked a lot of stuff here. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be maybe on the road tonight to Point Reyes. Here, I'm not quite sure. But the way that all the greens kind of work together, the green of the walls, and then you come outside. Actually, when you look through, walking through from the front to the back, you come out here on the deck. And it's like Jen said, you have very sweeping views out here of the Rancho in the back, and I like that. All right, it's chooching weather. Yeah, being nice to maybe hit the road today. You see, I've already started doing some sanding and prep work. This Bear paint, this Marquee brand really let me down. Look at this. You know, and all these buildings were too coated by hand with a brush. And I just have some spots. Let me see if I can adjust this again. Chat box. Wait, if you don't hit this little thing. Okay, there we go. Just order 2,000 rounds. Still Rogers, you're all set, man. You better batten down the hatches. Picture Marilyn Monroe looking out that door. You come out here and you have, I just love green. Green is a very soothing color. Still have some logs I gotta cut. This is this big branch that came off the tree here. What a job cutting that thing down. Up there, I don't know if you can see that. Had to take off the end of that. Yeah, green is it's a very soothing color. I can see or hear the roost chickens next door. Hear the chicken? Thank you, Juice. Rock, buck, buck, buck. Rock. Is there an apple tree here? I'm waiting for Missy Jenn to test out, see if the alert box is working on here. Still have some apples here. Yeah, it's healing up nicely. Still have some apples. I might, if I don't hit the road, I might do some more apples. I got more up here. These are the nice heritage Gravensteins on the tree. Ooh. Okay, there's my Nightbot. I think it's more behaved. I can't make any promises, but I think it's more behaved now. You can put in all the emojis that you want now and all the capital letters. It should be okay. This fence, I did a video on Rosie Murphy. How to stabilize a fence, because a couple years ago we had horrific rains and I developed a wedge system to go down here. Here's the ice cream guy. I was able to put together a series of wedges that really stabilize this fence. It's a lot to take care of, let me tell you guys. It is a lot to take care of on here. Yeah, let's pick a piece of fruit. There's a fig tree trying to regenerate itself right now. But the figs grow so fast, they just overwhelm. And look at how that apple tree's pitched forward. That apple tree is about probably 60 years old. And because of, I've got the big oak tree above it here, and then I've got this, I don't know what the heck this is. Anybody can help me out? Maple, some kind of maple here. I'm thinking about it, Dill, once in a while. I think about selling it. I get older. Here's some of the old moonshine barrels. I get older, and I'll tell you the truth, the continuous need for maintenance and stuff, it gets to be a real, hey Bella Rose, the Queen of Buffalo in the chat. But this is a real heritage apple, this Gravenstein. I'm hoping it continues to regenerate, but I don't think there's many more years in this. But apple tree, you know, things like to try to live. Okay, Jen, no problem, honey. No problem. Let me just make sure that's enabled. I've got Jen testing that. Alert profiles. Editor. Let me just see the alert box. Yeah, it should be okay. I don't know. It's nothing here is ever ready for prime time on this, ever. Well, not a half a ton of fruit. Our goal is to eventually harvest half a ton to 1 ton of fruit here. That's our goal. I think the Nightbot's a lot more behaved now. Yeah, I'll be doing testing for the next week or so before I get down to Las Vegas. Viva Las. Yeah, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. Every time I turn around, there's more trees that need to be cut. You can see all this was almost from just this one big branch that got brought down here. That was probably 500 cuts that had to be made with the sawzall. Yeah, it's hot. It's dry. You don't get any rain here from April 1st till December 1st. Not one day of rain. But you can see all this has to be dealt with. This is all hanging low. It's a lot of work, so it's very tempting sometimes to just want to sell this and just move to San Diego. It is a nice property. You know, when I first bought this place back in 2011, there were 2 metal sheds that were across here, 2 like big Sears sheds. So when people would come and look at the property, and you can see a video I've got up, it's called What the Rancho Looked Like When I First Got Here. I'll probably have to re-upload it. But a lot of people never saw that there's a whole huge other big property, which is rare in a city of the density of Santa Rosa. Yeah, there's a lot of weeds out there, which is rare in the city of Santa Rosa to have that. But because the sheds were blocking it, nobody ever saw it in there. And I had, you know, the property was so ugly. There was like a chicken shack. That whole thing was some crappy chicken wire and looked like a back of a Mexican restaurant up there where the deck is. But there were 7 trees that had to be dropped. This was all overgrown. There were 2 buried Studebaker cars back here that had to be pulled out, all rusted. There were probably 50 to 60 cylinder heads. This used to be used for a mechanic shop. The sign shack. Yeah, Bella Rose, you would go nuts here. Talk about weeds, you would go absolutely nuts. I mean, it's no sense pulling weeds because, you know, the amount of irrigation water to do this property is tremendous. So what we do is just run lines to where the plants are. These are hydrangeas. If you want a plant that does well in the shade, hydrangeas are it. And this is our double gate. Somebody didn't know if we had a big double gate on the property. We do. Hey, Shamaj. I'm not sure about 1.5, but significantly more than I bought it for. But imagine, you know, because I had the real estate agent when I bought. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure that this conveys with the property back here? And he's like, yeah, I'm 100% sure. I said, I want you to go get evidence that this is a double lot. And he came back with the city plat. And sure enough, these are called California 4 rooms, these homes that were built. After the Korean War, when they were laying out homes, they laid them out on 1/4 acre plots. And you could actually purchase a second plot if you wanted, or even 4 plots. You could purchase many acres. You know, you could put together a full acre. So this person actually went and bought 2 acres here, and this is the length of a football field down here. So it's nice to have it. Once in a while I have people rant. Millie, once in a while I have people that nail the fence over here. There's a big swing fence, a 12-foot swing fence, but I lost the key to that about 8 years ago. That's a private drive over there. That's a private drive. Yeah, the yard's as big as my yard. That's it, Bev. There you go. Well, swimming pool would be good, but then that's something else to take care of. I'd have all kinds. This is high-density apartment house here. There's all high-density housing and apartments here. I would have probably on any given evening, I would have 50 to 100 teenagers hopping the fence and using the pool, and then I have all the liability. It gets cold at night here too in summertime. It drops down to 59 degrees. You have to keep closing the, you have to close the windows at night. You got to sleep under a blanket. That's why we don't need air conditioning. We got a garden. We usually grow tomatoes. Every year I put up about 5 gallons of sauce, Italian sauce. This year we decided sometimes you have to let your beds rest. We decided to let them rest. We have a highly functioning, 59 in bed. We don't need air conditioning. 2 nights a year we might turn it on. And this is our orchard here. I need to have this tree tended to because it's kind of overtopping everything. So that's a lot of room for trolls. Poopers, scoopers. There's a lot of room for trolls. Well, this is actually zoned for multi-unit family dwelling. This is already zoned for an apartment house here. That's what that's zoned for. Let's see if anything works on here. I don't know. Missy Jenn is at her desk. We'll see. She was out doodling with the mailbox. You love the garden, so we left these boxes all go here. I don't know if she's in or not. No, 10 million? Nah. Nah, it's high here, but it's not that high. Okay, she must still be outside. There's Georgie. Georgie, what are you waiting for, huh? Huh? I don't have solar panels because, quite honestly, we don't need them here. I got too much crap on the screen. Yeah, we have a good sanctuary. Let me, editor, let me remove this chat box. Okay, that should be hidden on the screen. Okay, there we go. He is a cutie. Alright, he is a cutie. Ah, this thing's still coming up on there. I don't know. What a pain. George, what are you doing, huh? What are you doing? Are you being good boy? Huh? You saying hi to everybody? Huh? Huh? You gonna go, did you go riding today? Huh? Did you go riding? Hmm? Georgie? Did you go ride? Did you go riding? He likes to go riding. Damn, flies bite. Oh, it's the biting fly season. All right. Let's see what I got here. I like this back. I put this alcove in with this so you could have an eat-in breakfast nook. This used to be one continuous back room here for the laundry. So I took out half that wall and then built in this so you can sit here and eat breakfast. It's very nice. Very nice. Let me see something here. This thing's just so stupid. Let me see this editor. Chat box should be off. I don't know. Should be off. Party meet and greet. How you doing, Sean? I don't know. I haven't thought that far. I'm not that far ahead of a thinker on that. You know. All right. We'd like to lay out and get a little bit of sun once in a while. Our party lights. All right. This is a Robertson navel. What we do, especially Jen, keeps these irrigated in the summertime. You can see Robertson's like a, I like it more than the Washington navel. Seems like a better eater to me. Hey Kenko. You know, Mouse Toes, I wanted to put an L-shaped booth in that area, but I struck lazy with a, I know exactly what you're talking about, a cupboard bench, they call that, for storage, and I just got lazy. I just ran out of gas. This is the Samuto, which is a Palestinian Israeli orange. This is a market variety. It's pretty rare. Very finicky. Doesn't produce a lot. It's like the market orange of the Middle East. There it is there. This is our Meyer lemon. Anything that you see that we make with lemon, we use our own lemon tree here. Meyer lemons are outstanding for lemonade, for baking pies, for everything. Yeah, it's got some nice, it's a little yellowed. It's hard, the sun is really harsh. This is our Valencia, this is our juice orange tree. And let me tell you folks, there's nothing like grabbing 8 or 9, 10 oranges on a morning, taking them in and juicing them in the juicer and having real honest to goodness fresh squeezed orange juice. Oh, Beryl, you never saw him? Okay, yeah, we're loaded with them. Sean will tell you, if you're gonna have British style marmalade, you need to use a sour orange, and the one that they buy in Britain from Spain is called the Seville orange, and this is the authentic one you use if you're going to make marmalade. And I cut this a lot, so I don't have a lot of production. I have to top cut it here too. Damn, I hardly see a one on here. I don't know. Some years are light, some years are heavy. This is one of our 2 cherry trees. I don't know what this one's called. Don't know what this one's called, but I think it's a Rainier, and there's a Bing cherry. Here's our peach tree. We got quite a few peaches this year on this tree. Yep, Sean the Brit knows you got to use real sour oranges to make real British marmalade. We don't cut any corners here. And this is our last variety we're waiting to harvest here of the plum, and this is called an elephant heart plum, and these things are delicious. They're really red inside, very juicy, very delicious. No restrictions on watering because of this. Boom. We produced probably, I don't know, we probably did 3,000 gallons of mash for moonshining, and we have a well here, and this well irrigates the whole property. It's got a pump that I ever had to redo the pump. I had to rebuild the whole well system. You can see it has a little leak to storage tank, but there's no restrictions. There were a few years ago when we had the terrible drought, but we had enough groundwater to get through with what we needed to have done. So this drives all the irrigation for the whole Rancho here. It's holding pressure pretty good. It should be between 50 and 40 and 60 pounds in there. Yeah, it's nice to have a well this size. Guy wanted $800 to replace his tank. I said I'll just do it myself in a couple more years, just let it leak a little bit. Yeah, I don't know about wells in Las Vegas. And this is our Santa Rosa plum. That's our main producer. We probably produced 100 pounds of them this year. Jen harvested them. Hello, troll. Nice troll. And this is our pear tree here. And I still love my little cactuses. These been here forever, believe me. These things have boinked me in the ass many times. But I love our cactus here. Aren't they cute? That's your spot. That's your spot. Well, seems like everything's maybe working here except the alert box. If the alert box is working, it comes up on your screen there too. The alert box. Yeah, it should be, I don't know. I like to get this stuff all squared away. Yeah, that's our own outside cactus here. And they kind of continue on the other side over here too. They're kind of hurting underneath these Ladybanks roses I planted along for privacy. Alan Gold, I've got Nightbot all squared away. You can put all your emojis, capital letters, everything. There's a cactus on the other side here. Let me tell you, they're fun to look at, but man, these things can really put a hurting on you. No, we don't have any apricots. I just let the cactus do well. They fend for themselves. We got tons of plums, but no apricots. Millie! Millie! There's Penny! Penny! What are you doing, Penny? Huh? Are you a window licker, huh? Millie! What are you doing, huh? There's Domino over there. Alright. Yeah, we have a fig tree back there, Tina, but I cut it way back. It was literally killing the old apple tree. And the figs weren't that great. They're the brown turkey variety, which aren't that good. I've never seen any cactus flowers. These aren't really the flowering. They're some of the security lights I put up. Domino's over there too. So we got the boss and Janet coming in less than, I guess about the 15th. They're coming to do some fishing. So this is our guest quarters here. And there's my pride and joy, my 25-gallon Barlow, Kentucky built still right there. We had this set up so it drives off of two water sources here. City water and the well, so we would never run out of cooling water. Here, isn't that beautiful?
Nice orchard, thank you for the tours, oxoxo.
Thank you very much, Missy Jenn. You just confirmed that all systems are go, honey. Thank you. Very exciting. Thank you, Missy Jenn. Thank you. Yeah, this, you can see the video on doing this job. This was a one-woman drywall ceiling hang here. I did all this myself. Hung all of this. Vaulted the ceiling to accommodate the still. Took it from an 8-foot standard height up to about 9 feet 6 inches here, because my still is my pride and joy. I do hangouts here once in a while, you know, not all the time. I haven't done them for a couple years, but it's nice. It's a nice retreat here. It has a beautiful bathroom. I poured the mortar bed. I did all the plumbing, all the electrical. Fan, vent. It even has its own heater built in for winter time. So if you get out of the shower and it's cold, you can just pop that on. This is the shower that Narce claimed was too small. I don't even know if Marshall would even fit in there if he came. I don't know. Yeah, thank you, Keith. I enjoy doing the work. It has double lighting here. Just a single. Yeah, the boss likes it when he comes here because he can use the, he has his own little unit here. Hello, everybody. Hello. Juice is like perfecto. Juice has been riding with me a lot of years. A lot of years. It's not a small shower, Julie. It's a nice size shower. The other thing, it has a nice granite marble top here. It has maple cabinets. This is where we keep all the beer and drinks here for the Rancho. That's nice. We have a lot of, you know, there's a lot going on in the Rancho. A lot of things that need upkeep and maintenance. It's a nice granny flat. It really is. Thank you, Jen. You can see the video on my channel, the whole playlist of converting a Shine Shack into a granny unit here. And it was a lot of work. A lot of work. But I like things that are recessed, like the refrigerator and all that. It's got its own dedicated water heater here. And when company comes, this is a, I think this is a 30-gallon electric. You might wonder what this thing is on top. This is an expansion tank because if you have a well, you have to isolate your property from the city water main. And when you do that, you know, when heat causes things to expand, and if you don't have an expansion tank, you start to rip your joints apart on your plumbing. So, okay. Love you, Jen. Thank you, sweetie. Yep, you look forward to staying in that room. There you go. Tara stayed here. Boston Jen. It's got its own TV. It's got a vintage Magnavox Astrosonic. You can see the videos on rebuilding this, refurbishing this. It's nice. 1968 Magnavox Astrosonic, man, a real collector's item here. Well, there's ends to my talents, age, you know, but I've certainly enjoyed making moonshine. I want to do one moonshine run. If you haven't seen my video on making moonshine, it's called From Grains to Glass. And it's a definitive movie on moonshine. And everybody's been very comfortable. There's Missy Jenn in the garden back there. Put some shades on here because the sun comes up directly over. That's facing east over there. Hey, Georgie boy. Yeah, thank you, Julie. I try to carry a green theme here. And I might put some shrub roses in these boxes eventually. I ain't nothing, Susie. You want to see the fabulous girl? I'll show you all the fabulous girl. There's your fabulous girl. Huh? Look at that red hair, man. You're taking on a real chick right there. Huh? Jen, that thing worked perfectly. The alert box and everything on there. Thank you.
I know, I saw that.
Worked beautiful. Worked beautiful.
I made the mailman happy too. I moved the mailbox 3 inches.
Yeah, you're really nice. You did that. Georgie, take a whiz. There you go.
Trying to make everybody happy in this world. Talk
And if
to
you-
the neighbor.
Yeah. This was built in 1956, this property, and it's been through the devastating 1969 earthquake. Jen will show you we've had multiple earthquakes here, but the house is still standing. No, this is the this is what the earthquake is ripping this all apart down here and over here too. And this this fault line runs the whole property, runs all the way through underneath. Yeah, Missy Jenn, she's fabulous looking girl, you know. And I hope you saw the interview with what I did with her today.
And humbly just me, humbly just me.
Spotlight Missy Jenn, I love her to pieces.
You all are the bomb. You all, without all of you, I'd be nothing.
Yeah, so she's, if there's a better half there, or if there's a better half here on the Rancho, she's the one
I'd be nothing
right there.
I'd be nothing without the subscribers, friends, and family on YouTube. I would be nothing. So.
As I said, she puts the go in Rancho.
Graciously,
That's her deal. So, Jen will tell you these trees require a lot of water through the summer. So what she does is just periodically move the hose from place to place. Now they need about a half hour per one. We put it on there and do the job. She is decent. She's very decent. She doesn't get involved in the drama.
No drama, and my other thing is to remain humble.
Humility.
Yes, millions of people, and I know you've heard this line from a lot of other people. Millions of people have seen me, but in the end, I'm still gonna be the same person.
There you go. So if you didn't see the Spotlight interview today, make sure to check that out this morning.
Always remember, it's the main key to remain humble. And so,
Yeah, Julie, that's right. So, you know, Missy Jenn. Yeah, so she took a year off. We decided not to plant tomatoes this year to let the boxes rest, and it was a blessing because it's not dealing with that. I need to put a better irrigation system in for up there. The whole place needs to be done, Julie, Army Mom. All I do, thank you, Jen. All I do is find myself just continuously going around, as did Jen when I was gone, just repairing water leaks here.
Water leaks. I fixed one over there.
There's George. He's on patrol. There he goes. He's going to run all the way down the back side of the property now. All the way down.
People need what everybody needs to understand, here in California, the ground constantly shifts and moves. A lot.
Yeah, we have a lot of tremors constantly. This is the active San Andreas fault. We're on the Rogers Creek fault, which is a
We have
branch.
here a gap run all the way to the property that was like almost an inch wide. That was open for about a year. Now it has closed again. That's how much the entire ground here has been moving and shifting.
So
We got a lot of movement going, and the ground's sinking 6 inches,
Yeah.
dropping.
yeah, if you live in California, you're used to rocking and rolling. This is the persimmon tree. As a lot of you know, I radically cut that back last year, and it's regenerating nicely now. Frankly, it was just getting out of control, but it provides a lot of nice shade when we sit out here in summertime and we have our Sunday dinners with Bobby, or we have parties over. And on the 15th, we'll be doing the fishing again. Hopefully we'll be nailing some big ass salmon. Yeah, we have the Rogers Creek Fault line runs through here. And it's a spur of the San Andreas, and per capita, the great 1906 San Francisco earthquake, although it doesn't get any real attention, Santa Rosa was wrecked per capita and more deaths than San Francisco during that great quake. And in '69, another great quake took down the main courthouse in town too. So it's a very active fault. You can hear the pump running. It's all automatic. Thank you, Stephanie. I really appreciate you saying that. I put a lot of heart and soul into here. All new windows. Did a lot of restructuring. This was used as a house of prostitution and a drug shooting gallery when I first moved here. This building had a drywall divider between it, and there were 2 working girls on it at any one time in here. And these metal sheds that used to be across here were rented out as flop houses. So first year that I lived here, I sat at the kitchen table looking out eating breakfast, and people would just walk across the property to shortcut out this way. There was no gate, there was no back fencing. First thing I did was put a 300-foot, 6-foot chain link fence across the whole that whole street there. It was funny to sit here and watch just people go to school and they'd wave at you sitting there.
Best thing I did this year was have actually the farmer come in this year and have them bale that stuff back here with baler.
Yeah, and with Missy Jenn had her tractors coming and bale all that.
And local farmer came in with the tractor and the baler and baled the stuff up.
But Jen, there's always stuff to do here. I mean, I've got logs that have to be cut up
There's
here.
so much work here that,
If somebody's going to get their RV in, whether it's Marshall or not, these trees have to be upcut here.
there's a lot of work here.
A lot of work here. A lot of work here. A lot of work, but it's a
Inside
big
of the
property.
house, outside of the house, always a lot of stuff.
What do you guys, hey Marshall, what do you guys think of the Nightbot's behaving very well now, isn't it? It's not dinging anybody on anything, so. There's the Missy, the real queen of the Rancho right there.
I'm humbly just Missy Jenn.
Missy Jenn.
That's all.
The real-
I'm not
the
a
real-
queen, I'm not nothing. I'm just Missy Jenn. Trying to be the best I know how to be.
It's funny, Marshall's in
For
here.
You.
Marshall's in the chat. He's saying he's going to repaint the Rancho in the color scheme of the Lisa Marie. Actually, that's a very attractive.
That's a great idea.
That's a very beautiful color scheme.
Come on out and do it.
Yeah, well, if he comes here, Missy Jenn's got a big to-do list that she's got.
Sandpaper's ready.
The sandpaper, we got to do some painting here, Marshall. Right? I'm an old broad now, man. I can't do stuff like I used to do. I started getting it ready for painting.
I'll tell you something.
You know, Missy Jenn says nobody slacks.
I'm getting really worn out and tired myself, and there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done. So
Yeah, thank you. You like the cream and green. It was very specially picked. So we have the party lights up here. They're on a when the sun goes down, they're automatically come on the party lights. Like I say, we did not plant tomatoes this year. We can produce about 150 pounds of tomatoes per year.
I was like going into the mailbox and
Uh-oh.
I found some underneath the mailbox.
Black Widow, baby. We have a
Yeah.
ton of Black Widow. Now let's go into the
We
building.
got black widows all over the Rancho, and this one was in the mailbox. I was grabbing the mail and it like,
I picked the green colors here, the scheme, Marshall, in conjunction with Missy Jenn. Now we'll go into the building that Jen doesn't like to go into over here. This is my workshop here, and it's hot as blazes right now. But this is all my electronics stuff. This is the unit that blew up on me, the big capacitor that exploded in the shop. Luckily I had my safety glasses on because that would have taken my eyes out. You can see where that exploded. So I finally have the box came in with the Box came in with all the replacement parts on it. It's the workshop here. That's where it went bang, man. That's where I almost lost my eyesight. Good thing I have, I always wear safety glasses here. And there they are. Shop explosions are a real risk here, but I have the greatest gear, dual trace oscilloscopes. I have distortion analyzers, signal generators, power supplies for powering tubes, transistor testers, everything under the sun in here. Yeah, Hill Brothers Coffee. These make good things to store. These make good things to store electronic parts. Got some dust came down on me. Now, here's our moonshine under barrel. Some of this stuff has been barreled since 2013. 6-year age now. A lot of barrels for our moonshine here. Some of the greatest bourbon you'll ever taste in your life. I've given some to Debbie Lynn, Francis, my friend Kevin down in Texas, Tara. They love it. So this is where the magic happens, and this is what you need to sustain a property like this. There's always maintenance to be done. Always maintenance to be done. Hey Dave Ridlin, how you doing? I might be down to Point Reyes Station this afternoon. So there it is. There's the workshop. People just continuously send me projects. This one is this is from a Leslie. Many of you guys have probably heard of the famous Leslie amplifiers. This came out of a church organ in Indiana. And unfortunately, when they shipped it to me to be repaired, it broke the, they didn't pack it properly and it broke the circuit board. So it's a real heartbreaker. I have to design and etch a new circuit board for that. So. Yeah, this is it. Shannon, how you doing, sweetie? Hey, hey, Brandon, how you doing? This is where the magic happens. There's Missy Jenn's farm toys and stuff she brought. Our Christmas gear. You know, we love to decorate on the Rancho because Missy Jenn loves to hear me bitch about the electric bill when it comes in January. Computers, people send me to be repaired. There's one there, one waiting there to be repaired. So, I don't do software, I do hardware repair on them. Hey Arov, how are you? Thank you, Tim. It needs a bit of a cleanup. Every 6 months I clean it up here. But I do live streams from in here, which people seem to enjoy. And I'll do real-time repairs. And you can see videos of building the workbench. We have an intercom system. The whole Rancho, there's our intercom system. So Missy Jenn she only needs to call me from the intercom. All points are wired. And it also has hardwired for high-speed internet everywhere on the Rancho. All the buildings have high-speed internet. Everything. Yeah, cool Marantz. So Nightbot, I think you would agree, is behaving well. Everything is functional. So I think this afternoon I'll be heading off to Point Reyes Station for a little bit. I'll be signal challenged. But tonight I should be able to do a hangout from Point Reyes Station. Love being on the road. Yeah, I know. Barrel's like, I like to watch the repairs till we go bang. So if Elvis was ever to bring the Lisa Marie in, this has to be recut. These branches up here have to be recut to be able to allow access there. Yeah, you missed. Wasn't that funny, Julie? I got some hate mail on that. And some people got timed out and some other stuff. They were pretty mad about it. The beep beeps. I'm not sure what the beep beeps are, Shannon. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably get any alerts I get come up if a new subscriber or you know, somebody tips out something. The alert box is working well now, so I'm happy about that. A couple hydrangeas we have there. Couple things that we put on. It was hysterical, wasn't it? All right, Lolly Burns. I've never even seen you in here before, but welcome to you. Anybody that comes. I've had a lot of big name RVers here. Line Screw come through. 2 other people have pulled gigantic Class A's through here into the back with no issues at all. No issues at all. No issues at all. Hey Spanky, how you doing? I don't know. I know that stuff went south last night. You know, I know what went on, and I'll just let things digest a day or two. I wasn't a part of that, so a little bit of fact gathering, and then see what's there. I have a call into D this morning. Can you repair a Wingate 2000A amp? I'm not sure, Kevin. Got to take a look at it. Truck stop with lot lizards and all that. Patricia Wakefield, how are you doing, sweetie? Get a chance to try out the fan tonight. So I think I'm going to be heading off to Point Reyes, which I love down there. It's cool, it's very comfortable, and it's a really cool hippie town. And get something to eat down there tonight. I haven't gone anywhere in about 10 days. 10 days or so. Over here, let me flip this around. We have 2 lawn mowers. One of them is a mulching mower. This is a 1977 Craftsman 2 with the early solid state ignition on that. That thing has been a beast. It has maybe a bent crankshaft on it. I don't know. And then we got the other one. We work here, so it's always work to be done. Always work to be done. I haven't gone down to Half Moon Bay. Yeah, I'm getting antsy. I need to get out on the road. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Kevin Chambers. Yeah, don't be eating hairy tacos. Now I'll get something to eat tonight. Get a little something to eat tonight. And then tonight I'll be doing a live stream. We'll see if I get enough signal from down there. We'll see. I'm just happy everything's working. The interactive functions are all working now on here. The rodents, no, but we have, Patricia said the rodents invade the piles of wood. We get that at times. What we get here, Patricia, is we'll get 6 to 8 foot western diamondback rattlesnakes that like to be in here, and we get tons of black widow spiders here, so we always have to kind of be on guard. We used to have rats. And now we don't have rats anymore. What do I think about Elvis drinking? I don't think one drink is going to hurt anybody on the road. If you couldn't drink after one drink, the restaurants would be out of business, right? A man of his size, 270 pounds or whatever the heck he is, can easily handle one drink. So I think the restaurants would be out of business. Yeah, you got to watch your hands. You just can't come out here at nighttime, especially in the fall, because the rattlesnakes are really in a bad mood. And you just can't go over to the wood pile and just start grabbing wood. You have to kind of throw something against it to kind of announce yourself. So This is our big. This is our big issue here is rattlesnakes. Yeah, if you eat, you're fine. You can have a drink. You know, I don't think how many businessmen the 2 martini lunch and all that. So, you know, 1 drink is fine for driving. Yeah, yellow jackets. We used to have a big rat problem here, but that was because the neighbors. And then they renovated all these properties across the street here, so that took care of the rat problem. Plus, there's cats that run around here all the time too. Yeah, these snakes are why we don't have rodents. That's it. Yeah, the restaurants are never going to give you a real stiff drink, you know. So I think, Keith, do you know how to get rid of field mice? I don't, except to have a cat or some traps, Keith. How do you get rid of the snakes? I don't. I just give them a wide berth. Usually they announce themselves with the rattles and everything, so if you're lucky. But, you know, people get bitten every year out here in California, and they just are huge western diamondback rattlesnakes, and they like to live in wood piles. And there used to be a lot of rats around here, so now, because it's a very urban setting, so now we don't seem to have that problem anymore. Let's see, we just recently discovered a wasp mud nest on our front porch. Hope it's vacant. You and me both, girlfriend. You and me both. Poured the gasoline. We've never really had too much problem. Missy Jenn comes out and she'll check under the eaves everywhere. This used to have some bees nests up here, but we keep a pretty good eye out for stuff. Yeah, the raccoons kill the snakes. It's like a real wild kingdom, but a lot of people live down here. These little crappy shacks on this road rent for $2,000, $2,200 a month for a 2-bedroom. So very expensive property, and rents are extremely high here. See, I need to do some painting over here on that. Some of the huge, I always worry about one of these big redwood trees coming down on the house. But the neighbor's a very conscientious guy, and he always brings in, once a year, he brings in a crew, and they trim all these trees out. That's where all the crows roost. Yeah. So that will be that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to charge my batteries and hit the road, heading down to Point Reyes Station, my favorite getaway place to kind of gather my thoughts and think about things, think about the future and all that. So I look forward to seeing you guys down there tonight. And a lot of people have been asking me about Dee and Mallory in the streaming house. And it's a lot for me to absorb. You know, I've not had the time to really go in there and watch all the hangouts and things like that. So I have to digest that stuff and think about that. I think about that stuff. You bet, Beryl. All right. Yep. So we'll see you down there tonight. Okay. Yep. I'm the Nike lacrosse girl today. Thank you all so much. Thanks for allowing me to test Nightbot and everything. All systems are go. Nightbot's working good. I've got the all the alerts are working and all that kind of stuff. So I want to thank you guys. Thank you guys for being around. Woo.